Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Dan, and this is Neomustangs. We're gonna start a video series, a small video series, where we're actually gonna stick nitrous on Dad's car. If you haven't followed us thus this year, we've basically taken Dad's car one mod at a time. But for now, I need to take you over to my man Mustang Mike's house, where he's helping me get this nitrous set up. So stay tuned, enjoy the video, and maybe we'll go for a ride at the end. Let's get into it.
What's up, NEO fans? I'm Dan's buddy Mike. Known Dan about 20 years, and I've messed with nitrous a little more than he has, so he asked me to throw it on the old stock bottom end, stock head, stock everything car with the Vortec, but I don't think that's what David Lee Murphy meant when he said a little dust on the bottle. Just like Dan's Vortec kit, this nitrous kit has been on probably a dozen cars since I've owned it. It's been a long time since it's been on one, probably 10 years. Probably at least 30 years old. It originally came off the first generation Taurus SHO back then in the early 90s. And the car actually went like 1280s then. It was kind of cool. I've been as fast as like 10, 11, I think, at 130 with it. So the kit works. Get a little closer look here. This is the original EFI dry kit. Hopefully it still works. I don't even know what this bracket was for. I don't even know what car we had it on last, to be honest with you. Even got bottle heater. How about that? You got 30-year-old wiring to match the 30-year-old Fox to go with it. Cool. Like we had the bottle all mounted. Got a couple different brackets on because that's what I had laying around. Just a quick tip for guys that don't run nitrous all the time. They say in all the instructions, but on any nitrous system or any nitrous bottle, the label should always be up. The reason for that is the siphon tube that's inside the nitrous bottle actually angles down, and the pickup is right down here at the back. So it's designed to do that. So for most efficient, get all the stuff out of the bottle. So we take a look at what we got going on in the front here. I still got to run the feed line and some wiring. Looks like a little bit of a mess here, and it is, but I was able to use the bracket that was on there just with an existing stud that was on the firewall. The feed line will come up through here. This is actually the purge solenoid. We'll run it underneath the car from the trunk. Yeah, we'll tuck the wiring a little bit. The relay will sit somewhere over here. Making progress.
All right, so I'm here with my man Mustang Mike, and we're finishing up putting some of this nitrous stuff on. Like I said, we're gonna send it with a supercharger with not the nitrous set up, and then we're gonna take the belt off for the drag and the charge pipe. Since it's a speed density, it won't really matter because it doesn't have a mass air meter. So we do have a little intake pipe fabbed up to got like a little filter on it for when we shoot nitrous or whatever. So what you got going on here, Mike?
I'm trying to figure out a spot for the micro switch.
The micro switch is what? It engages the nitrous.
Yeah, this is what activates the relay to turn on the solenoids.
Okay, and that sprays.
What it'll do, the throttle body, the throttle will swing around just like that. I'll attach it somewhere here. It'll hit that switch just like that, somewhere in here.
Nice.
Once we get it mounted up, and it'll.
Now this is a dry or a wet shot?
This is a dry kit.
It's a dry kit, and we're gonna be shooting. Well, we know at the dyno we made 90, just about 100 horsepower with this.
We should make about 100 wheel with this.
So we think that it's going to be a great video to literally use the same exact power plant when we go to the track to see which one's going to be faster that day. Considering all things being equal, this shit should just fly.
It should go a lot faster than the supercharger, because the supercharger made 100 extra horsepower at 5,500.
Right.
What did it do at 3,500?
Right.
It was making 30 horsepower more at 3,500. The nitrous is gonna make 100 more all the time.
All right, so this is a pretty easy kit to set up, and it usually takes just a few hours if you know what you're doing. But Mike's gonna go ahead and show you.
I just put a 5/16 bolt in here. The micro switch comes with a little bracket you can fab up and bolt it right to the throttle body bolt.
Oh, yeah.
You see that right there? And this little now at the head of this bolt. Now I'll swing around. It misses everything.
Hits that micro switch.
It hits the micro switch.
That's the seat of hang on.
All that jam goes in there.
we jamming it all. How much? Well, if my car melts down, it's Mike's fault. Because right now we got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
This is the only wire I've done on this whole thing, so.
I don't want to hear it. Don't listen to that guy.
I do one wire and the car melts down. It's my fault.
You should see how you rigged my bottle. So we got a relay set up, and it's not pretty right now. We're just trying to see if this thing actually fires and works. Mike made the suggestion that why don't we just wire it up and see if it works and everything's right, and then I'll go through and clean it up tomorrow. Because Mike's going to bring a bottle back, and we're going to have a little bit of fun on the highway and see if this thing actually works. So he has to go home.
We should be able to turn the key on and find out right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
We're working.
Turn your mining shaft off.
Go
ahead.
We have ignition.
We have ignition?
Yeah, let me go see if the purge works.
Uh-oh. That'll be this cylinder.
All you hear is solid.
Yeah, that's one right here, right?
Yeah.
We're good. Hey! So what do you think?
It's gonna make car go faster.
He had the idea of us hitting it together. Throwing a little nozzle in it and shooting all kind of nitrous at it. Maybe converting it to a wet kit too, but man, we don't know what we're doing right now. We're just...
That's the smartest thing you said all day.
All right, so stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll continue videoing with Dad's car.
Oh, you didn't show him this, did you?
Oh no, I gotta show him
This is what's gonna burn down the car.
This shit right here is not exactly...
Do not try this at home.
Do not try this at home.
This just goes to a battery and then you have a hot bottle warmer. Yay. It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. It's what we do, man. Build and destroy. I'm gonna clean up this rat nest tomorrow, zip tie and convolute and maybe try to make it a little bit better. Mike's gonna be back here tomorrow night with a bottle and we're gonna heat it up. And we're gonna do the $20 challenge.
First of all, it's 100. Don't insult Carol Shelby like that. Because that's what he said about his 427 Cobra. He said $100 bill on the dash. I mean, if you can grab it before third gear, it's yours.
I ain't putting $100 on the dash. You'd be lucky if you get a Kona. Okay, so I'm a legitimately nitrous stupid. So Mike over here is trying to explain to me about bottle and bottle pressure. So when I make a hit, how much does a bottle weigh when it's fully loaded? A 10-pound bottle.
It's around 24, I think, is what it is.
So like 24 and a half pounds.
25.
And that's how they weigh it when they fill it.
Yeah. It's written on the label of the bottle. It's probably on that NOS label back there. Weight of cylinder and gas. Yeah, sure 25 pounds.
25 pounds. I'll be damned. So basically, you have to put a bottle warmer on it because you need to be around 950 to 1,000 pressure.
Around 900 is what NOS recommends on this system, I believe. The higher pressure you run, it'll actually hit harder on the starting line a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
So after each pass, I have to come back and put the heater on it and bring the pressure back up.
You want to do it as close to the pass as you can. Like if you know you're going to be making a hit in like 15, 20 minutes, get the bottle warm then. Get it over, get it 1,000, 1,100. And if you have a heater in the car, then it's fine. And you can turn the heater on and off. But
right.
With this ghetto stuff that we got going, you're going to have
30 years old.
Yeah, it is what it is. But so when you get up there, you want the pressure to be a little high, so you can always purge it down to your target pressure. So if you roll up into the staging lanes and it's at 1,000 pounds or whatever, and you want it at 900, you can crack the purge, you get it to 900 or whatever you want.
I got it. But how many passes do you think we get out of that?
On a 125 shot, a 10-pound bottle, 4 to 5. Smart. In a perfect scenario, I think it's on a 150 shot, if I remember right back in the day. Maybe it was only 100. Then a 10-pound bottle will give you a nitrous 2 minutes of continuous use. Keep in mind, like I said, if it gets below a half, you start getting the surging effect because the liquid is sloshing around, so that gives you about 1 minute of continuous use. So in a 12-second car, that's about 5 passes, but realistically, it's probably 4. So That's it.
So we're gonna get.
I know from personal experience that you'd be lucky to get 5.
All right, so tomorrow we'll just hit the nitrous to make sure it actually works.
Yeah.
And then we'll put the tube in here, not supercharger, just tube, and then we'll spray.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yep.
That's where it'll be over it.
Yep, we'll be right here. Done like dinner. All right, so me and cousin Fred are gonna make us hit. We're gonna take you guys for a ride with nitrous. I've never hit it before in my life. Seriously? I know.
Amen.
It'll be all right. We'll be back. Let's go, cousin Fred. I'm only gonna hit it in third. This clutch seems like it's Pay attention to that fuel pressure when we hit it.
That explains why the back end feels like it's all over the road.
Why? Because it's in boost.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. As long as you don't go wide open throttle, then nitrous doesn't kick in. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wait until we get past the exit though. Here we go.
Are we really in nitrous?
Yeah, whole time.
That guy went to 80.
Did it? He was at 80 fuel pressure?
Uh-huh.
Hey, that shit works. That shit is fun. That car was gone, son. Am I right? Damn, son. Alright, we need to turn this shit off. Mikey's gonna be mad at me. That's how you know it's off.
Yeah, burn up all this nitrous.
Huh?
Burn up all the
Dude, I
nitrous.
sprayed the piss out of that thing.
Burn up all the nitrous. He's gonna be like, what were you doing?
Okay, this car's gonna run at 1150.
It better.
Son, what the hell just happened? Boy, what in the hell just happened, boy? I kind of like it. Imagine shooting it with. Did you see that Camaro?
Yeah.
Imagine shooting it with the Super.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah.
At that point in time, there's no doubt you wouldn't be in the 10s.
Well, he said, Mike was telling me, he's like, bro. See, that's NA there. See, there's no.
Yeah, I'm watching the gauge.
Mike was telling me that he's pretty sure that this car would probably run a 1090 with nitrous and supercharger. He's like, but I don't think it would. You could do it on a wet shot, but he's pretty sure that there's no way you could do it on a dry shot. Not with 19s. Could you imagine the video? 19s, 10-second quarter mile on 19s. They would be like bullshit. I'm like,
Yeah, people would be calling your bluff.
oh, they would be like, that's garbage. There's no way, dude.
Well, come on out to the track and watch.
Right. All right, so we're gonna put it away. I think that's a pretty successful nitrous setup. So.
Whoops.
That's pretty dope. That's what it's all about, man. Whoops. So there you have it. It's a successful install. cheap kit, 30-year-old. Just took it for a drive, me and cousin Fred. Took us about an hour to hook everything up, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. It's a dry kit. Didn't blow the motor up yet, but anyways, if you enjoy the stuff that we're doing with Dad's car, we're gonna be taking it to the dyno and see how much power it makes over the supercharger, see if it makes more power or the same. And then we're gonna make a final video for the most part at the track. The supercharger faster than the nitrous at the track. You know, we're gonna hook the nitrous up or turn it on, and then we're gonna hook the belt up on the supercharger and make one pass after the other. And then maybe, just maybe as a final video, if we have time this year, we're gonna hook them both up. Stay tuned, make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. I appreciate all my club members. That's the join button down below. Thank you guys for all your guys' support. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, if you haven't had a chance to check out some of those other channels out there that support me, make sure you go out there and support them too. So, see you guys soon.